Hello and welcome to Yasa TV. Welcome back to the channel. Um, listen, another injury, man. Another injury, another surgery as well. So, listen, we'll talk about it, innit? Let's just get into it, man. Let's make sure you're liking, subscribing, and this we'll get into it. Yeah, listen, welcome back to the channel. First and foremost, thank you for tuning in. And I wanted to talk about the Dario Essugo news that we got today. I'll show you guys straight away now while we get onto it. We got the news, I think it was yesterday or the day before. Essugo's playing for the under-21, picked up a thigh injury, and I thought maybe that was it. And then today we got the news from Ben Jacobs and Fabrizio Romano in regards to Essugo getting getting surgery done on his thigh. Obviously, it says Chelsea confirm Dario Essugo has undergone successful surgery on a thigh injury suffered on international duty and will now begin his recovery. Liam Delap also expected to return in November. Same thing by Ben Jacobs, saying he has undergone successful surgery today on a thigh injury sustained on international duty for Portugal's under-21. Now, it's a weird situation because obviously we got Brentford on the weekend, we got the Bayern Munich game coming up as well, and then we got the Man United game afterwards. Do you know what I mean? So this is a period where, if you remember for when it came to our last game, which I think is Fulham now, you know what I'm saying, the international break, um, it's a weird situation for me, man, and it's also a very delicate situation because we're now thinking about what's gonna happen with, you know, um, Caicedo. Because remember, Caicedo was like he felt something. He wasn't maybe fully fit. Played the Fulham game. Um, went up and played the international game. I think today or at midnight they're gonna be playing Argentina. You know what I'm saying? We're hoping they don't play them, or he doesn't play. Obviously, don't want him to play, but obviously these are big games, so of course you want to see the best players play. But it for us, it puts us in a very uncomfortable situation. Now, this is why you got the depth, but when your depth gets injured, this is when you think, oh, come on. Do you know what I'm saying? Because obviously we haven't seen Dario Essugo play a league game yet. We've seen him play in preseason, and he was really good. You couldn't even tell that Caicedo wasn't playing when you took him off. Like, he performed really well. We were looking forward to see him. I was looking forward to see him in the league. Do you know what I'm saying? Get more minutes and stuff like that. But we haven't seen that yet. So this is not the news that I wanted to hear. But listen, the good thing is that hopefully he recovers well from his surgery and comes back fitter than he was before. This is all expectancy. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know how someone comes back from a thigh injury and all the details. You know what I mean? I don't know anything about that, but I just wanted to speak about that. And also, before I get into the Delap one, because I just wanted to make this like an injury video update thing on Chelsea. Make sure you're liking the video, subscribe to the channel. We're on the road to 1K. And I showed this before. More than 60% of people that watch the channel are not subscribed. Support the channel, help us hit 1K, and more content will be dropped on the channel. Do you know what I'm saying? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below as well about the Dario Essugo injury and what you think, what we should be doing in the Brentford game, for example. Because I was thinking maybe if he comes back or if he recovers, we play him. Do you know what I'm saying? Maybe instead of Caicedo, he's going to be coming from the Argentina game if he plays there, and throw him straight into Brentford. Maybe if we could play Essugo, that takes a bit of pressure off him, and then maybe we can play Caicedo at Bayern Munich. So obviously we're still gonna wait and see what all the information we get. Hopefully Caicedo comes back in a good state. You know what I'm saying? Those Ecuador, Argentina games and that, they're not easy games. You know what I mean? They're not easy and calm games. So yeah, man, we'll see what happens there. Yeah, man, like I said, make sure you're liking and subscribing, man. Like and subscribe. Let's get into something I just seen about Liam Delap as well. I'll show you guys that one as well on the screen. Liam Delap expected to start training again in November. Return to play soon after ahead of festive schedule. No surgery for the 22-year-old Delap Chelsea striker with a hamstring injury. Recovery time approximately 10 weeks from when injury occurred. And he quoted Simon Johnson, I think, Sports The Athletic. So he's also another one. Hopefully he doesn't have to get hopefully he's not avoiding surgery to, like we had before, and we had these situations before where a player doesn't want to get surgery because he doesn't want to be out for too long, and then he ends up re-aggravating the injury and then having to get surgery, and then all of a sudden it ruins a year of football. Someone like Liam Delap, if he had a successful season, we could actually potentially maybe see him in the World Cup. But it all depends on what he does. Do you know what I'm saying? I think he's a great player, and this is also something that's obviously the Liam Delap injury. Started the whole Jackson return, and he did end up going. We brought back Q, and hopefully he also shows us what he's made of. This is a big opportunity for Mark Gu. I hope to see him, thrive in his role, shows what he can do. But as a fan right now, this is not the situation you want to be in. Like, I want to see my club challenge. I want to see my club challenge not just in the Premier League, but also in when it comes to the Champions League. And obviously, our first game is Bayern Munich, so we need to make sure that we have the best of the best ready to play. So that obviously you knew that someone like Liam Delap ain't gonna be back with that type of injury that he sustained against Fulham. So yeah, man, it's disappointing, but hopefully the man. This is why you got the depth. Like I said again, make sure I'm saying some of those players can play. Maybe we can play someone like maybe we could play Reece James in midfield because to be fair, Gusto's been playing really well. Um, Maybe play Andre Santos in midfield. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, for the midfield position, I'm not that necessarily concerned as long as we don't get, as long as um Caicedo it stays fit in it. But with Caicedo, it just feels like he's always playing. Do you know what I'm saying? We want to see Caicedo have that rest. We want to see Caicedo not be on that borderline of being injured, or when you can sense a player's just been played so much, similar to what we used to talk about with Saka at Arsenal, or like those kind of situations where you feel like give this guy a rest because it just looks like we're going towards a phase where he can just get injured, a big injury anytime soon. Like, hopefully with Caicedo, this is not the case. I want to see him obviously play more consistent. Like, obviously, I want to see him back. Obviously, I want to see him play against Bayern Munich, at United as well. So having those options to rotate are very important. Going forward as well with Delap, we got the Mark Q guy, like I said earlier. And yeah, man, hopefully he can do Delap's job to a certain extent. That's enough for us still be able to play how we play up front. And I know Mark Q's quite tenacious. He's relentless with the press. And those kind of things, you know what I'm saying? Out and out, like he's a striker as well, innit? So he's a natural striker. So hopefully that still helps us. And another person as well up front is like a João Pedro, innit? Who you feel like, okay, he's played a lot of minutes. So you also got to keep in mind a lot of these players have come in from the Club World Cup, do you know what I'm saying? Or they've played in the Club World Cup and they've kept playing afterwards, and you had the league. It just feels like a continuation. And this is where you want the depth to come on. And do you know what I'm saying? We had some rumors about Cucurella. I don't know exactly whether it's true or not. I'm still looking into that. And that's obviously where you got Hato. So I'm quite more confident when it comes to Hato. I feel like he's a very good player and can actually do a very good job there. But like I said, it's about what they provide us when they are coming off the bench. We understand that you're not always playing, but if you are gonna come up as a backup, we want to see that you keep the levels similar to the player you're replacing, and that's the hope And listen, we run into those games, you know what I'm saying, and see exactly what we think about those games coming up and how we perform. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully we don't get disappointed. Hopefully we pick up maximum points. And yeah, man, we'll see what happens with that, man. Listen, thank you for tuning in. Let me know all your thoughts about the injuries and about the upcoming games and stuff below. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.